Hello folks, Matthew Fingerly here with Hydro Tea LLC here at Fingerly Farms, and today we're going to demonstrate our 50-gallon patent pending brewer. Step back. This is the additional container we have. This is the Vortex bucket. That pipe that extends out actually will dispense tea out of the 50-gallon brewer there. Dispenses it into this Vortex bucket. The Vortex bucket will dispense it into this container. The Vortex bucket at the bottom, the stand, is open-ended where the tea will flow out of and keep everything mixed and stirred. And vortexing not only aerates your fluid, but it also structures your tea and changes the molecules of the water and makes it easier for the plants to absorb. Right there is a pump housed in the additional container. That line comes up, goes into the brewer, which pumps tea back to the brewer. And right here is, stand back here, I have a patent pending wand here, has a control valve on it, and if you notice, there's holes in there. And when fluid flows through that chamber, that compost wand, it causes a vacuum for additional aeration for your brewer. So that pumps tea back into your brewer. Inside the brewer is the filtering system, and in the middle is the filter, and then the two adjacent pipes are your airlift chambers that pulls the fluid from the bottom of your brewer to the top to your filter, and then dispenses out on that pipe that extends out here to your Vortex bucket. And inside here I have an overflow protection. This is a float valve, and that float valve controls the pump, the submersible pump that's in that additional container. And as you can see, that float valve has a piggyback connection, and your pump plugs into the back of that. Unplugs. This is a plug-and-play system. Got this cord here. This plugs into a standard outlet. There's your outlet end. Two air pumps that controls the airflow within your brewer, control valves. And now we're gonna take a minute to fill this up and show you the operation of it and how it works. Okay folks, we're back here and we got the 50-gallon brewer filled up. Everything's running. The Vortex bucket's doing its thing. We're stirring and mixing an additional container here. And as you can see, this Vortex bucket works extremely well. You can see how well that's vortexing. And you can control the flow with that valve there. And there's a valve underneath there that controls the flow that dispenses out of your brewer. And you can see here, like I said, it's dispensing to the Vortex bucket. It's vortexing the water, aerating the water, restructuring the water, changing the molecules, making the molecules smaller for better absorption for the plants. And then down here you can see how well that's aerating and mixing and stirring that container. And then this line here that you see is the pump that pumps the tea back to the brewer, and it's attached to that wand there, and it's that creates a vacuum with the holes there. As you can see, there's holes, and like I said before, when that fluid starts its motion through that compost wand, it creates a vacuum and causes additional aeration for your brewer. This is the filtering system working now, and the two adjacent pipes where the filter is in the center, the two adjacent pipes, the air lines are hooked to the bottom of that, and there's holes at the bottom of this brewer and that creates a vacuum and pulls all that compost tea from the bottom of the brewer up to the top of the surface through the filtering system. See how well that's filtering. There's the overflow protection, like I said, and that'll prevent any fluid from spilling out of your brewer. Come down here. This is one way of how to dispense your compost tea and discharge your old compost. And I forgot to mention, you can use a filter sock or whatever, but our preferred method is to pour your compost raw right into the brewer itself. And that's kind of what we do. It's an option, but that's our method. These are your airline chambers, 3/4 inch, no glued fittings. These end caps removed just in case you get a clog when you shut down your system. If any debris gets in your airlines, these things pop off and you can clean your airlines out. There's your 2 pumps, your air pumps that run the system. There's another clean out here, and you can also attach to this to feed another grow system. That additional container is nice too. And you can see there's a fitting down at the bottom where you can dispense tea out of. You can put a water spigot on here to dispense tea out of, or go to a grow system. This extended pipe, this tea fitting is not glued and actually rotates 180, so I can rotate this pipe a 180 direction to wherever I want to place my additional container. Nice little feature. This pipe as well can go out and feed any type of hydroponic grow system, whatever design you have. It's a lot of flexibility with this brewer, and like I said, it is patent pending. It's a closed loop system, overflow protection. It's all in the patent. Plug and play. It's a very unique system. Vortex bucket. Just love that little guy. That's a quick overview. Like I said, we're at Fingerly Farms, and this is Hydro Tea LLC, hydroteabrewer.com. Please visit my website. Thank you.